And use the finger you thought.
You know who I am. I'm Hello. Well, welcome to Down and Outlands.
Hi, hello, I'm Dad.
Yep. Sure. Introduce thyselves. Let's jump into things. Let's get rolling.
All right, I'm Nate, your D&D ringer, playing Otterkin Rogue Twig Swiftstrike. Also, I'm a warlock. That's a thing.
It's true. You are a warlock.
Can confirm was there. Well, not really, but kind of. Never mind. Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm playing. Oh God, it's going to be one of those nights. I'm playing 11-year-old human artificer Charity Beaumont.
I am Cassandra. I am playing Amulet Stick of Fingers, a Kender barbarian. By the way, she's very excited that now someone else in the group is going to have a pet as well. So let's see if everyone can get a pet before we're done.
I'm Warrior. I play Big Dog King Echo, first of his name, Esquire, Bon Vivant. He's a Knoll, Rune Knight, fighter. He's wrecking house. Literally.
Right. So, can everyone
Wait. Oh, never mind. Go ahead. No.
introduce yourself?
I did. I just was there. There was something else and I forgot it already. So don't worry about it. I am technically unemployed right now. I'm off. My brain is not working like it's supposed to.
Fair. So everybody recap exactly where you are right now. Not like you as a person in your life.
I'm
Like I don't.
in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Or your
house.
physical location.
Like you got a few hours. Like
Yeah.
I had no KD at work today. It was fine.
I think I'm in the no, probably like lower leg.
Yeah. How far up are we? I'm with Twig.
You're
Not very far.
You're not up. You're like in the upper calf.
Okay.
Oh damn, we got a ways to go.
Yeah, we got a lot of stairs.
I am on the right side of a drawbridge.
By
That
right,
is
do
true.
you mean right correct or right or left?
Akko doesn't know right or left, so correct.
yes.
He's gonna have L and R embroidered onto his gauntlets.
He has it sewn into his paw beans. It's just like,
Look at them beans.
His
they're-
beans.
one of them is backwards and they're on the wrong side. But
There you go. It's fair.
Aw.
He did it
I'm-
himself.
The Knoll alphabet has very specific signs for left and right.
Mhm.
I'm stuck in a frightening liminal space somewhere between existence, not quite alive, not quite dead. It's sort of like a constant state of sleep paralysis.
I believe you
with the
got out of
doggy.
that. I believe, didn't you get out of that at the end? Of
Yeah,
the
I did.
episode?
I
Mhm.
think I did, yeah, because I had
You
a
did,
run in with a lich.
And you found something very, very special.
Yes.
My note says you got out, so there you go.
Okay, there we go.
Good. I didn't want to think that I possibly imagined that whole thing, but
You didn't.
No,
We were there and it happened.
I just felt like quoting Bo Burnham, so it's
Mhm.
fine.
Also wearing my dope ass hyena on a bike shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet.
Perfection.
so
Actually-
Akko,
I just need Akko needs to find a bike.
Yes, we'll get
Wait, what?
Echo a bike.
so
Charity can make him one.
Ooh.
Akko, you have broke the drawbridge, so there's really no way to go backwards. And in this area of the catastrophe engine, you start to make your way forward, and there has been kind of off-putting light in this entire building or structure or giant robot. Yes, Twig, you are on the wrong side. And what you do when you're making your way, kind of stalking through, you take a moment and you notice that the lights appear to be some sort of swirling balls of energy inside of a glass and brass container. And when you get close, a face reveals itself pushing against the glass, and it's a horrific skeleton. Skeletal face.
Could I insight check the horrible skeleton face to see how it's feeling?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have advantage on this. 16. 16.
Very murdery, very murdery.
Oh, very murdery. Mm.
Like, be glad I'm in this container.
Echo gives it the Norhand salute and continues on his way.
You continue down a little bit further, and the lights start going out. And the area is just dark. I believe you have dark vision, correct?
I have a lot of dark vision. Yes.
So you're able to look around, and with dark vision, you can basically just see like the shapes of things. It's not like seeing in the day, which I believe I have done that wrong my entire life. You hear
Like
a voice. It feels like it's just surrounding the entire area. And there is a soft rolling mist that just is seeping out of everything. And it says, "Hello. Oh, I can see what was, what is, and what will be. I can see the hole in you that made you whole. You do know you're going to fail here. There is no chance for you. Your brother is already deceased.
it's not.
Your family members are dying one by one as we speak. This isn't an adventure. This is your tomb. Embrace what comes next, which is the bliss of death and the promise of undeath after. To serve with malice and a lack of morality."
Sorry, is he stuck here or can he just run along and ignore it? Because that's what I feel like he would do.
There's no you're like stuck between you're in a blocked corridor.
So, but is it just like flat walls or what's?
It's like riveted metal.
Okay. Yeah, Akko is going to knock on each wall to see if they sound hollow or how thick, gauge thickness.
Thick. Double C's on both sides. But one wall is the outside, and the other wall is the first layer in to the inside.
And how tall is it in here?
It's probably 10 feet.
Okay, then Akko's ducking slightly right now. So
I forgot you're a big
if he
boy now.
punches the ceiling, what like same thick or
It's basically that there's probably stairs above you.
And back where the skeleton lights were, was that like in the wall or were they sort of floating or like was it it was like a vat or something, right? This is the only path he's seen so far between here and the drawbridge.
It is. Make me a perception check.
Okay. 12.
You see a swirl of different shapes, humanoid shapes in this fog moving around. And one catches your eye because it looks very familiar.
Echo's gonna go up toward it to get a better look.
Can you make me a will saving throw, please?
Is that wisdom?
Wisdom.
Will.
I'm sorry.
Wisdom? No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure I do the right one.
I'm sorry. No, charisma.
Charisma. Okay. Ugh. 17.
Ooh.
For a moment, like in the base of your brain, in your very spirit, you feel this fleeting feeling of fear. Like you want to run.
No, right.
And then
That's
you
scary.
steel yourself against it.
Mm.
And you look into this and you just see people forming.
You lose track of the one he recognized.
They seem to be almost like they're walking around in this mist. And because it's dark, it's hard for you to make out features. It was more of just like a fleeting vision and then just it more or less catching your attention.
Echo is going to. Yeah, that's what he would do. He would try to fuck up the wall a couple times. Honestly.
So he's going to attack the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Go right ahead.
He's still mad. Yeah, those are the lowest one. I rolled a 15 is the lowest, so that's like 24.
Easy to hit the wall. I mean, it's it's more the damage than anything else.
Sure. Just a sec.
You're attacking it with a weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
His axe. So 12, 15, 30 between two attacks.
Okay. You don't do a whole lot to it. You make some minor scuffing in it.
He will. He's impatient. He will go back toward where the skeleton light that was.
You can hear this. It starts off as just a very one-person voice, but after a while, it's more voices being added to it, and there's one primary voice, but after that, it's like there's a small chorus of disparaging voices behind it, and they are making comments about how you've failed your friends, how much you want to be king, much you want to be special, how much you want to be more than what you are, and how every time you've had that opportunity, you've turned it down because you're afraid. You're a coward.
Mako doesn't have the patience for this bat. How big is the bat?
It's not a bat.
I thought you said no, like a vat, like a tub. What is the shape that these voices, the light things are in a vessel of some kind? Is that
those
correct?
those have all gone off. There is a like a swirling cloud in your space.
Okay.
In the room that keeps taking on these shapes.
Okay, but back where the murder skeleton was lighting up the room, that is a vessel of some kind?
Yep, those have all went dark.
They went dark.
Mm-hmm.
Is that also a like a narrow corridor, like room?
They were just along the wall.
Okay, so it's like a narrow corridor vibe. There haven't been any exits or difference in. Echo is He's gonna go
Can you
to
make
the
me a, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I can. 18.
Okay.
Echo's gonna go back to the spirits or the figures, the misty figures that are walking around, and he's gonna go tap one on the shoulder.
When you come towards that kind of smokiness, it just hurts. It's like when you try to grasp something that's not there. But when you do that, all of a sudden, the entirety of the blocked hallway goes completely black. Like even your dark vision is not working at this point.
Oh. The voice is taunting me.
Yes, continually. And again, that one main voice comes out and says, it would be so much simpler for you. You just lay down.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Don't you want
Stop!
to go
Shut up!
see your
No!
friend?
No!
Take you there.
No!
Wouldn't it be so much better if you would
No! It's stupid!
simply
Bad!
embracing
Bad plan!
what you should be?
No!
Opportunity.
No!
Just be.
No!
At that point, the room erupts in this cacophony of just angry yelling. And you are attacked. All right, Echo. A 19 and a 15.
The 19 hits me.
Okay. And you take 24 points of necrotic damage.
Ow! From what?
You're not sure.
Did it feel like something was physically touching me?
It felt like maybe that swirling mist touched you, but you can't tell because you can't see. It's completely pitch black. Your blind, your dark vision is no longer working.
Echo is just going to back up, back toward the drawbridge with his axe in hand. So he's just going to back out of the hallway.
Well, it's all a hallway. It's all
Yeah, I mean, like he's going to back through the hallway toward where the drawbridge is.
You back out far enough where you literally walk out of darkness and you step, and there's about 5 feet where your back's against the drawbridge, and you can literally see there's this wall of black. And you stare really hard into it, and you can see a form just standing barely in shape in the black, just smiling at you. And so then we'll go to where Twig and Amulet, you guys are making your way up. I'm assuming you guys can figure out how to get across this pit between the two of you. You come to another pit area, and across the way you can see what looks like a metal drawbridge that's up.
Oh, that's not helpful.
How far away? Like, how far, like, is the gap?
The jump is only 10 feet, but there's nothing to grab onto on the other side.
No
You look-
railing or anything?
Nope, you look down and it just goes down.
Suppose you don't have any wings, do you, Twig?
No.
Damn it. So the drawbridge is up, right?
Mhm.
Do we see like a lever or anything?
You do not.
Is there any chance? I'm like picturing like shooting like an arrow up to the top of the drawbridge, and maybe it would. Oh no, do we have like grappling hooks?
So it's up flush. I mean, it would be you'd need an
Oh.
incredible. I mean, anything's possible. It's Dungeons and Dragons, but you would need a pretty damn good roll.
There's no other way, right? There's no other. We didn't pass anything else on this side of the pit.
Nope. But you're pretty sure this is the way that Akko went.
And there's not like a ledge around the pit at all.
It is a sheer drop. In fact, if you want to look down, you can.
All right, I'm not at disadvantage, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold Twig's
Oh.
belt.
What do
16.
you see? There's
Holding
a-
his belt so he can lean over as far as he wants.
You see a weird like shimmer below, like when the dull bit of light hits it, it looks almost like it's hitting something liquidy, semi-transparent.
Let's see. Apparently I don't have any money, so I can't drop a coin.
I mean, I got 3 copper if you really want one.
I just want to see what happens.
I was more thinking like it's too bad Charity's not here. Maybe she could science like pouring something into it and turn it into hard foam, or maybe something we could bounce off of. I want to make a trampoline out of it.
Probable.
They're gonna science the crap out of this thing.
I mean, I'd like to, but I don't think I can without Charity.
Out the way, Charity's about to science this.
Science it.
Science this so hard.
You've never seen anything get scienced like this. This is a whole new level of sciencing.
All the science I don't understand.
She's about to blind your ass with science.
Probably.
Poetry in motion, baby.
They've got the science on lockdown, Faye.
Is there any chance I can try to use my mage hand to pull down the?
Too heavy.
Too heavy. Well, the only other thing I have that maybe go that far that I don't really know anything about was my original idea of getting across the pit is I have this ring with tentacles on it. I don't know what it does.
Oh.
But I'm willing to put it on and find out.
I've read a lot of manga that start that way. I'm very uncomfortable.
You should be.
I'm gonna stand back.
Yeah, I mean, do you have a different anything else?
I got nothing.
This is my last ditch idea. I don't even have like my pack. I have the explorer's pack, so it doesn't even have like a grappling hook or anything on it. So yeah, I have this ring with tentacles, Ben. That's all I know about it. My card on it is blank, meaning I did not find someone to tell me what it is.
How are you gonna activate it?
I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it on and see if anything happens.
You feel just a little bit of like that old magic.
But like my arms are still arms, they're not tentacles or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna put my arm out and I'm gonna think really hard about a tentacle like coming out of the ring and grabbing the thing. I don't know if that's gonna work, but that's the extent of what I feel like how I would think it would work.
This is interesting. I would like
trying to Green Lantern it.
You to make me a you know what? I'll just do it this way. Okay. I want you to roll me 3d6.
What if I said no? You always ask so politely, but what if we were like, no, I don't want to make that roll?
I'd be like, okay, make it 2d6.
Okay. Well, so I rolled low. I don't know if that's good or bad. I got 7.
So you're both standing there, and Amulet concentrates. By the way, you've probably changed back to normal now.
Depends on how long it took. If it took more than a round to run up to where we're at.
Yep.
Then I'm my normal size.
What if I was flicking her on the back of the head? Does that count?
Does she take damage?
Oh, probably not.
I have points if you really wanted to. Step
Uh,
on my toes. Just kidding.
You think and nothing happens. And nothing happens. And nothing happens. And just when you're both about to start to brainstorm,
Like,
these black tentacles come out of the ring and weave their way across the chasm of 10 feet. It's really not a chasm, but this sheer drop of 10 feet, and they smash against the drawbridge and they pull on it, and then but they don't actually move it.
okay, are they? If I pull on it, does it feel firmly attached?
No. Feels like they're attached to the ring, not to you. Akko,
Well,
you feel the something slams into the drawbridge behind you.
Hey!
It sounds
Akko's gonna
sounds-
Sparta kick the drawbridge.
sounds squishy and gross.
He's going to Sparta kick the drawbridge down.
You turn around.
Yeah, if this ends up being like Doctor Who, I'm gonna be really upset. But
Well, when you turn, the wonderful mist erupts around you
Shit.
and hits 19 twice.
then those hit me. Both of them.
No one makes
Just
me
one of
bleed.
them.
No one makes me bleed my own blood. For 14 and for 14.
Okay. Still up somehow.
You just ignore them and still like go after the door.
Wait, so the mist came around when I turned. He'll turn back around. And
Seeps back to the edge of the darkness.
Howard.
And again, you can see just that. Make me a perception check.
Okay. Natural one.
Oh, no.
It's extremely disconcerting, this mishmash of faces. That
Arco's
they
going to
look like they're trying to make one singular face, and it's just not working.
Arco's going to defiantly take a healing potion.
Was he able to kick the drawbridge?
No, I'm assuming he didn't do it.
Can Akko so Akko is going to heal for a lot of points. Just a second.
He's gonna double fist.
It's a very generous. He's just like yeah. So Akko is going to, like, he doesn't know he can't hit this thing, which is pissing him off, and he's mad, which isn't helping things.
You haven't made a swing at it.
It's true, I haven't. Yeah, he's gonna go try to hit it.
Okay.
He's just gonna like charge in, yell, curse at it in Knoll. That is a 21 and a 19 to hit.
Your axe comes flying in, and at first it's like, are you trying to go into the darkness to hit it, or
No,
are you trying to stay outside of it?
I'm
Okay.
staying outside of it.
So you swing the first time, and it's like it all parts around your blade, but you hear this very definitive din of screams, and then you backswing again, and it's this time it's even worse. And I need you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Okay. $15.
This time there is a backlash. It's almost like just this horrific psychic backlash. And I mean, you do take 3 points of damage, but the big thing is you just feel like your skills diminished. And you'll be at disadvantage for your next action.
Echo is going to
But
stop.
You do
Oh,
know
sorry.
that you know that you made contact with something. You hit something.
Echo.
Did you roll me damage, by the way?
Oh no, I didn't. Wasn't sure if I did. I hit both times or just one time.
You did both times.
That is, those are bad damage rolls. Oh. 24 for the total of magical slashing damage. Akko is going to take a step back, and he's going to reach into that nice backpack he got on the Illithid ship. He's going to pull up the scroll that you said is a 3rd level scroll spell. He's going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And so, like, from all around Akko, there are these like glowing apparitions of dead siblings.
Okay. All right, that's interesting.
And he looks really surprised because he didn't know what it is. It's like, I'll read the book. Whoa.
You cast that, and they all take up defensive stances in front of you, between you and the darkness. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
13.
From within that very edge of darkness, again, you see this somewhat familiar face form, and it says, come. And you start to walk
On purpose, or?
well, you failed your saving throw.
That's what I figured. I just wanted to check. Okay.
You can feel that something's not right,
Mhm.
but your body is just compelled to move.
Mm.
And you start
Okay.
to walk past your spirit guardians.
Should move with me.
Do they? So how exactly does that work?
So I'll just read it. You call forth spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. If you are good or neutral, they appear angelic, which he is. You can designate a number of people to be unaffected by it, but he's the only one around. And then any creature that's within the area, their speed is halved. When they enter the area for the first time or starts its turn, it has to make a wisdom save, and it take 3d8 radiant damage.
Oh, damn.
Or half as much.
So if
it
start
succeeds.
Your casting was basically adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been adjacent. So I made it an 18 without modifier saving throw.
I'm sure that succeeded. I can't imagine.
It's
His DC on us. Yeah.
It's 2, so it's a 20.
Okay.
Do I take half damage?
You take half of, yep. 7 radiant damage.
Would they
half of 14? So yeah.
Would they follow you
Mm-hmm.
if you walk into this?
Yeah, for the duration, it moves with you. So you have like a 15-foot.
Now comes
shield.
here comes another question.
Mm-hmm.
Does it state at all whether they are attached to you for the purposes of damage?
No, they don't take damage, or they're not a buffer or a shield or anything like that.
So they're just there?
They're Yeah, they're sort of like, it's sort of, you're in like a little angel orb. and so things that enter it take damage.
Okay.
So it's like an offensive shield, I guess,
Okay.
is the best way.
I
to
think
put it.
I think I get it. So
Yeah.
you walk in and it says sit. You sit down on the ground
Mhm.
and you watch mesmerized as this glowing shield, almost like shield wall, turtle style Roman shield wall, protects you, but you can see this like ever shifting and moving darkness smacking up against it and causing these little bursts of light. But you just feel content. How long does this spell last?
A minute.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 10 minutes.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. All right, let me find out how long this lasts. Crap in a hat. This is an interesting 8 hours. I got time.
It's dungeon to logistics.
We got to do like a weird spell logistics issue there. All right. So while you're sitting there watching what looks like a very odd battle of light and darkness with you sitting at the center of it, which seems awfully metaphorical. On the other side of the drawbridge, didn't one of you just toss down? Oh no, you didn't toss that coin down because you smash with ring.
No, so is it tentacle like, so I get the tentacles in the ring, so it's stuck to me, but is it stuck at the top? Like, could Twig shimmy up it?
It couldn't get its tentacles like in the gap, so it just slammed up against it and tried to like bang it down. It's like 4 ebon black tentacles erupted out of the
Did
ring.
they come back if they're,
Yeah.
or are they just like up waving in the air like
No,
wavable and inflatable guy?
No, it came back into the ring. Once it couldn't pull it down, once it couldn't grab it, it
Okay.
just came back.
I was gonna see if Twig could crawl up it, but
Did we hear Echo like shout back at the Big Bang?
Make me a perception check.
Nope. 11.
17.
Amulet, you heard the sound of Echo's voice past the wall.
What's up there?
What?
Okay. So, is there a ceiling? Is there a?
Yeah, there's a ceiling up above you. It's 10
Okay.
foot.
What if I tied a rope on a javelin? What are the chances I could get it to stick above the drawbridge?
We could roll that dice and find out, baby. It's a metal ceiling, so it'll be interesting. Roll well.
Must throw real hard.
Yeah, I would recommend throwing as hard as you've ever thrown anything before.
Is it like a strength check?
Well, you got to hit it, and then we'll do it a damage basically.
I rolled a 19.
Oh.
And if it's a strength check, then we're talking 22.
Yeah, you it's because you're not like you have to aim. It's just like right there. It's like, what's your damage?
Oh,
Good question.
D6. 6.
Yeah, it goes into the metal. The tip of the spear goes into the metal. You're not sure how you did that, but you're also like not sure it'll hold anyone.
If I pull on it to stay in.
It does not. It falls.
Damn it.
But you're like, oh, hey, I put a hole in the ceiling.
There's a hole there now.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's a malaise over there.
Shit.
But it's, which is more than you had previously.
Twig? Any ideas?
Did you grab the javelin before it hit whatever?
Oh,
down below?
Did it hit the pool before I could catch it? I have one end of the rope, but
Twig says that, and you both lean over as you're holding the rope, and the rope goes taut. And you look down, and the javelin is sticking in something, and it's slowly going lower.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm gonna let go.
What?
You let go, and the rope tumbles down. And it hits like it's hitting a viscous liquid, and then just all sinks.
I no longer have
But you
rope,
can-
guys.
You can see its shape suspended.
Okay.
What shape? The
shape
rope?
of the javelin and the rope, just
Oh.
suspended at their as if they're floating in a thick liquid.
All right, we definitely don't
Clear.
want to go down there.
Thick liquid.
Is it?
Yep.
I mean, unless it's like a trampoline, can we bounce off?
Nope.
I don't know. I mean, you can do it in Minecraft, so I don't know why not now. So while you two brainstorm your ideas,
Sorry.
all I could think of was tit liquid. Oh, my name's
like-
Tit. My name's Tit Liquid. I'm a summoner of darkness.
I kind of like
Sounds-
Thiccquid better.
Yeah, that beats my gelatinous cylinder.
Once you get me Tit Liquid to kill your spouse, I don't stop. You can't call me back. All right. So
Oh God.
wouldn't be an episode unless I was quoting some type of Mim Bim Bam thing.
That's very true.
So Charity, you're standing there with Nigella and you're looking at this massive sphere of green and faces in it, kind of swirling and moving. And the last thing we stopped with was it saying, "Are you here to take us home?" You
Do
look
I
at-
recognize any of the faces?
No. These
Okay.
look these are very, very almost, I hate like using this analogy, but they're almost like aristocratic. They're very sharp, angular features,
Mm.
but very friendly. Like every face in this is just has this look of serenity. It actually makes you feel serene looking at it. And you hear a noise from behind you say, "Get away from that. That isn't for you."
She'll kind of like scoot backwards a little and look back at whoever the voice was.
It's Valium.
Oh. S- w- What? Huh?
Oh, child, the spoils of victory is past, and a perfect energy source for me to hopefully take some of you with me when I leave this.
So let me get this straight. You have like a ball of people.
Oh, they're not the people. Don't be absurd. People don't,
They,
people don't have that sort of magical power. They're Shadu, all of them. Back in my
what,
back
what,
in
what?
back in my days of being a beautiful deity, some Shadu decided they were going to assist in an attempt to rob me of my divinity, and I instead robbed them of their lives, as any good deity would.
Okay. This is messed up. I need to get back to my siblings.
Oh, it's a shame, but I don't think they're going to be going with us. I'm going to pull this entire demiplane out of this area. Everything that I can wield enough energy to do, I will be taking with me. I'm going to leave the catastrophe engine here to float in space.
Yeah, see, that doesn't work for me.
But see, that doesn't matter. You're a child. And in this particular case, I don't care.
I've had adults my whole life
I'm not an adult.
telling me, no, you're going to shut up and you're going to listen to me for 5 seconds because I've about had it.
She
I have had
reaches in-
adults.
she reaches into her pouch and she pulls something out. She kind of click clacks it together and she tosses it out on the ground. And we roll.
And your microphone turned off.
And when the teeth hit the ground, they form into 3 undead dragonborn. And they start to walk towards you. And with her mechanical mouth forming a grin, and she says, "Children should be seen and not heard." And she, with an unnaturally long finger, she points at you two, and she says, "Please remove them." And they begin to stalk towards you.
Okay, that's it. We are doing this.
She's pissed. She's done. Like this, she literally is at a point where she is contemplating murdering people. And I honestly think that her alignment is changing. She has this like grand plan that is forming in the back of her mind that I don't want to share with the whole group.
That's fine.
But like something is shifting and it's not good. Okay, 3 dragonborn. Do I have my armor? Or am I still sans armor?
You're saying your sans armor.
Great.
You are riding on the back of a flaming dog, though.
That's true. I do have a flaming dog.
But also, Nigella's in real bad shape. Like, still coughing up blood on the ground.
Can I make a check to see if these dragonborn are actual beings or if they are just like constructs of some sort?
Make me a nature check.
Nature?
You know what? No,
Ooh.
you know what? Make me an arcana check.
Arcana. Okay, that's what I was leaning towards. That is a dirty 20.
These are undead. You're not sure if they're corporal or incorporeal, but they are definitely undead.
Okay. Do I get the sense that they can communicate?
Yeah, I mean they have, I mean, they're not like missing jaws or anything, so you're assuming, yeah.
Okay.
They look functional. I mean, they're moving very well.
Okay. God, this is real bad. She's going to attempt to talk them into pausing. I'm going to try and persuade them. This is not going to go well.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Okay, persuasion. Please, Charity. Please, God, please. That's an 11.
They all 3 stop, and then they turn and look, and she just kind of waves them off. You can see she's like doing something with her hands. And they just keep walking towards you.
She's going to pat the dog and see if the dog can start moving them away from the dragonborn while she tries to talk. And she wants, can I make
are you gonna take a tumble off the back of the dog? Like, whoop, back.
No, she wants to like hold on to the dog and see if the dog can like start moving her away.
When you like shift your weight and like, I'm gonna assume just kind of grab a hold of the dog's neck bone.
Yeah,
the dog kind of like stalks its way around them.
Okay.
Around this massive swirling light green sphere of energy.
Can I make a check to see if there's any way I can undo the ball of souls?
Yeah, you can definitely make an arcana check.
Okay. It's an 18.
You're pretty sure your physical form could disrupt it, but you are pretty sure you won't survive.
Only pretty sure she won't survive?
You haven't had enough time to run the numbers. You're relatively sure it's not a good,
I
probably
mean,
not
yeah,
the best bet.
it don't seem like the best idea, but what if she's going to cast magic stone and chuck it into the mass of people? She's going to try and disrupt it with something that's not her.
Okay. You cast and you toss, and the moment you toss, the 3 dragonborn pick up pace and start coming at you. And weapons basically form out of nothing in their hands, but they're all bludgeoning weapons. You throw the object and it hits into the sphere, and it just like seems like there might be some type of field there, and it like presses in against it and then falls down to the clatters down to the stones below. But the light changed drastically for a moment there.
Okay. She's going to keep the dog will keep moving.
They are going to be they won't be on you this round, but they will be on you next round.
Okay.
Because there's not a ton of room here with this thing in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
And also there's a giant outside crushing things like a kaiju. So constantly the ceiling is like dropping crap on you.
What if I join you?
She stops for a second and she says, You already have.
No. You don't really know what I'm capable of.
Oh,
I don't think you get it.
I do. I know what all of you are capable of. Where do you think your pseudo father figure got the rings from?
Yeah, but here's my thing. So I've got a really creepy tiger idiot trying to get me to come join his ranks. I've got a lich dude trying to get me to come join his ranks. Like, come on. We could do really cool things.
Her porcelain mask with gears slides up into a sly smile. She goes, Sweetie, they're amateurs. They're pretenders. I am not. But what I do care about is getting as many of you away from here as possible. Because
So send me somewhere. Don't kill me. That literally makes no sense on a logical level. I mean, if you really think it over, what's the point of killing me? It would just do nothing.
I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to make you quiet so I can do what needs to be done.
And what's that?
I'm going to take that life energy I stole so long ago, and I'm going to utilize it, as I said, to move everything I want out of this to leave my poor catastrophe engine to float in nothingness.
How far is the ball of energy from me?
Not far.
Can I reach out and touch it?
No, you will have to get your unnamed flaming doggo to get you there, but you can get there before you're got. Let's put it that way.
Gonna do it.
Okay. You what is your flaming doggo's name? Please give it a name. Give them a name. I need a name.
Let's name it Flambe.
Flambe. You lean down and like whisper into where the ear should be, Flambe, and you say, all right, you're gonna be the best boy. And you pull and she walks.
Spelled like that. FLAMBAE.
You walk, like you look over your shoulder as the dragonborn continue to try to get to you, and you see again that smile, and the mask doesn't look shocked or anything. It just continues to smile inhumanly. And are you going to have the flambe run into the energy as well, or are you just going to have it kind of try to jettison you off?
No, I'm gonna have him try to jettison me into the thing. I don't want to risk Flambe. He's a good boy.
All right. So with your arms, I want you to make me, you can make me an athletics check or a just flat strength check.
Oh God, it's worse. They're both real bad. Is not her strong suit. You know what? We'll just go there. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So we'll just go with strength. Charity. Why? That is a 5.
Does anyone have anything they would like to give Charity right now?
I don't think anybody has inspo.
No one
I
has
used all up.
inspiration. All right. Your mic's off, by the way, Akko. So you go, and there's this fleeting second where you're like, I'm gonna make it. Oh God, I forgot. I don't have full control over my limbs. Splat and slide across the stones. And you're laying next to Nigella looking up at this thing. And you hear the click clack of heels moving across the stone towards you, and the dragonborn just dissipate, and you can see dragon teeth laying all over the ground. And above you, Valia looks down and says, if you wanted to die, I could just kill you. That's all you had to say. Jumping in there would be akin to just disintegrating yourself. And I can do that for you.
That's not the point. The point is, it would disrupt that. So you can't have any, you greedy bitch.
It's mine. I took it fairly.
So what? You sound like a freaking 5-year-old. Blah, blah. It's mine. I want this. I want that. Grow up. I have more maturity in my left foot than you do.
She reaches down and grabs you with those unnaturally long arms and hands. Flambe starts to rush her, and she hits hold creature on it, and it just is stuck there whining. And she picks you up, and she looks at you, and she sighs. She says, "You bore me," and throws you into the sphere. Akko,
Hi.
you're sitting there looking up. A minute goes by, slowly but surely.
Okay.
All of your sibling angelic figures start to fade away, all looking back at you one after another with this look of like, sorry.
It's okay.
Out of this mist around you, it just hovers over you, almost like a dome shrinking down. But again, you're just like, I'm just chilling, just sitting, because I don't know why. It coalesces into a form and sets across from you. And it looks like you, but it just keeps shifting and moving. Like its face cannot coalesce into a single thing. You do know that this is folly, and that I'm actually here to help
Hmm? What folly?
all of this.
No, what's folly?
Trying to
Don't know word.
mistake. This is all a mistake.
Oh. Skeleton's pretty weak. Makes sense.
Which makes you pretty strong.
Very strong. Strongest.
Unfortunately, you're not the strongest,
Strongest.
but very, very strong.
Strongest.
Would you like to be the strongest, Akko?
I am strongest.
Debatable. But
Mm.
I can help you be the strongest, because I know that you have connections. Were you just to embrace the end of this fruitless endeavor called life, do you know where you would go, Akko?
Somewhere else.
You would. You would go to the Shadowfell. Do you know who you would see there?
Go nods. Gallerell there.
Do you think
My friend there too.
that the scion of Orcus would allow you an ignominious departure from the world?
Echo gives a blank stare. It's a big word. Doesn't know what it means.
Do you think your friend would allow you to move on in such a poor fashion? Or do you think your friend, the scion of Orcus, would have more important things they would like you to assist them with?
Probably important things. Was king for a while, so pretty important.
Would you like to get these important things started?
I have other stuff to do right now.
But none of that is important.
It's important. Revenge, very important.
Revenge is very important.
Have to break robot.
Make me an insight check.
Natural 20.
So
It's 22.
you can see that the face that's formed that keeps changing, trying to talk to you, it's now changing quicker, and it's looking more and more unsettled. Like it can't figure out how to make you understand what it wants you to understand.
Blockade intelligence, buddy.
And you know, it can't seem to come up with an alternative way to approach you with this.
Go. It's like can be done now. Have things to do.
So there isn't a way we can come to an accord. You don't want to go see Calorel. You don't want to be the strongest. You don't.
I'm strongest.
You don't want to be able to gain vengeance on those who have wronged you.
Can do now. Echo has like clearly an unflappable belief in his capabilities to the point of delusion. He's like, I can do all these things. What do you?
And again, you just see these faces rotating, and they're rotating quicker and quicker. And like,
What's wrong with face?
Their mood is getting more and more agitated. Make me a perception check.
17.
And finally it slows, and you finally catch a glimpse of what you thought you saw, and you see Bryland's face looking down at you and says,
Bryland,
why couldn't you just get it fucking right? And it attacks you twice.
Did what you told me to do.
That's a 18 and a 21.
Those both hit.
All of a sudden, I can't find my dice. Oh, bad when I have to try to do math in my head. 22 on the first one, and 14 on the second one.
Echo is down.
So you fall, and you just start to wither. You're shrinking under your fur. Like you can feel, like as you are unconscious, you can feel like you curling up into the fetal position and slowly withering away, and still hear these voices, belittling you and cursing at you. You went down, you said?
Yeah, he's down.
Okay. I want you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 25.
Okay. As you're like literally wilting into yourself, all of your runes light up, and there's a burst of red energy, and you're not there anymore.
Poof.
Poof.
Where am I?
The last thing you can hear in your head is this raging din of screams, so loud and so ugly that you don't think you'll ever be able to get it out of the back of your mind. Twig and Amulet, on the other side, you hear this just cacophony of anger and frustration and this yell that it feels like it shakes the entire structure, even though you know that's not possible.
So Twig's going through his backpack, kind of pulling stuff out, trying to figure out what he can use to open the door, and he'll look up. Oh boy, what was that?
Oh no, I don't think it's good. I got one more idea, but I don't think you're gonna like it.
All right, hold on. And then the Twig will pull out a little pocket watch.
A little bit.
And he'll press the little button on it. It'll pop out spider legs, and he will point to the drawbridge because it only obeys one word commands, and he will say open and set it down to see what happens.
Ooh.
You set it down, it spins until it's oriented right to the thing, and it crawls down around using its, I'm assuming it has like spider climb on it, if I remember correctly. It crawls up to the top where the black tentacles made a little bit of denting, and it slips through. You can see it like flatten its legs out and like almost swim through like a frog.
Mhm.
And you hear a clatter on the other side.
All right, so it'll come down shortly. Maybe?
I mean, that's good because the other idea was I was gonna rage, so I was taller and I was gonna throw you up there. So
I'll just.
Sure,
Yeah.
if I throw you hard enough, you'll knock something down.
no, it just I think he would get over. Maybe he'd get to the top edge or something. I don't know.
So, you hear more like clink, 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 but this time it's not from the bottom part of the wall. It sounds like it's coming from like going up.
Like
Okay.
his spider clinking. Where's it going?
That's a good question.
What's it trying to open?
It takes it's like 4 minutes to 5 minutes of just dead silence.
Like,
And then
boy.
I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Well, during that 4 to 5 minutes, Twig is stuffing all the things he took out of his backpack in the backpack. Ooh. Dex save 23.
11.
All you needed was a 10 or above. The drawbridge drops. And you look up, and where the little upside locking mechanisms that go directly in, you can see like hanging down as your little timepiece, like by one little hooky spider leg.
All right. Well, I'll go over to him and just say, come on, Spidey, let's go.
Who's a good boy?
As soon as you walk across the drawbridge, you both are attacked by this fog comes rolling out.
Oh, that's not good.
Just yelling, like there's just this din of noise. Twig, I don't think this probably hits a 9.
No.
And Amulet, that would be a 15.
Nope.
Apparently, I saved all my good rolls for you, Akko. My apologies.
Say it.
Just this swirling mass of faces comes roaring out at you, just cursing and screaming and yelling, biting insults. It's just like it's enraged.
Do we get a turn?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna return the favor. I go, hey, Booger face, get out of my way. I'm gonna cast vicious mockery at it. Those are Amulet's
Interesting.
insults.
It's
Booger
very,
face.
It's very good.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
An 8.
An 8.
Yeah, that's with my bonus.
Score. You're gonna take a D4 psychic damage. Oh wait, no, that's 2d4s. 4 psychic damage.
So you're like, back off, booger face. This thing rolls up like it's the tide over the top of both of you. But it stops just for a second, like you can almost hear the voices between them. We're like, hey, what did she just? Yeah, did she? Is that me or is it you or did? Hey,
You also now have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
I'm well aware because I also just used that.
Was that what you're using on us?
No, not on YouTube, but I did use it on Akka.
Oh, okay.
That's why you had disadvantage. All right. Twig, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna, I don't know, kind of freak out. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
So I've got 2 shots here. Well, that's 10. So I'm guessing that one doesn't hit.
It does not hit.
Also 15.
15 hits.
All right. D10 here. That is 6 force damage, I believe.
That Eldritch Blast causes that kind of tidal flow to you blow a hole in it, and you hear all these voices scream, and it slides underneath the drawbridge, and you see it just like. Has anyone else seen The Frighteners? Peter Jackson's The Frighteners. When the death ghost, whenever it moves, it's just like this black sliding thing.
It's like Voldemort before he has a form when he's hunting the unicorn.
Anyway, it
That kind of
shoots
thing.
off and bounces between, and you see it fire back up and goes through the hole you punched in the ceiling.
So it's gone.
Well, for now. And you're just left with this echo through this hallway of these curses.
Do we see anything?
You see a dark hallway.
Oh,
Is
well,
it dark?
It's dark. I mean, what's dark?
Can I see with my dark vision?
I mean, yeah, you can see shapes.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have dark vision, so I'm gonna have to light a torch or something.
Go for it. I won't complain.
So I'll do that because I can't see shit.
You light a torch, and I'm assuming you're going to head down the hallway.
Yeah, I gotta find Echo.
The only thing you see is on the drawbridge, or not on the drawbridge, on one of the walls, you can definitely see where someone hit them when you assume it's probably Echo. But you come to the end and there is a closed off wall.
The dead end?
Where did it go?
Looking for a secret button.
You guys gonna look for secret doors?
Yeah.
I'll investigate. 16.
Yeah, that's not good. 8.
Amulet is like feeling around, and at one point she's just like hitting it with her fist, just kind of like do. And Twig, you make your way over, and you just happen to catch a glint out of the corner of your eye of one of those random rivets in the wall, but it looks out of place. It doesn't look correct, and you push on it, and you hear this just sound of metal on metal just grinding away.
Oh,
And the door slides down, jump. You can see how rusty and gunky it is. And the smell that wafts in from behind it is just makes your stomachs churn. It smells like a charnel house behind the door.
A what?
A charnel house?
What is that?
An abattoir?
I don't know what that is.
It's
Should
like,
I know what that is?
it's like where they leave animal leavings and boil blood.
Oh,
And
really? Gross.
Waffle House you leave Waffle House alone.
I was gonna say them's fighting words, sir.
Yeah. I like mine
Um,
smothered and covered. Thank you very much.
That sounds delightful. Although unfortunately what I'm smelling is not delightful. I rolled a 6 on my con save, so I hurled.
Yeah, you throw up all over your feet.
Ew,
Gary's
gross.
amulet, con save.
Oh, I critted. Sorry.
Oh, you're like, I'm cool.
I got a 20.
As you throw up and you
I'm like,
hear-
oh, this is bad, but I mean, I've been inside some
you
weird
both
things
kinda-
lately.
you both kind of hack for a little bit, and then you notice it's real. The only noise you heard was the sound of Twig's vomit splash against the metal of the
Ew.
ground, and that's when you hear sounds first like. Can you hear that?
Faint tapping.
Tapping.
Yeah.
Galloping, tapping.
And you look in front of you and you see one crawling claw turn a corner and it stops.
Oh, not again.
And that's when you see a flood of crawling claws, like literally a flood of them coming at you. Just charging. There's so many of them. right. Back to Charity.
Thanks. Get me all excited, Ben. Leave me hanging.
Hey, I have a D&D tease. What can I say? So Charity, you are nothing. You're a mote of magical energy floating on the cosmic wind. You're surrounded by Shedu, who all have very handsome facial features of like the classic Babylonians, but they're all on different equine bodies. And the women are all very pretty, but it's the same thing. They're all on equine bodies. They're just their heads.
That is so cool.
And they're looking at you. I thought you were here to take us home.
I was trying to just disrupt it so that bitch couldn't do anything.
They all turn and look. And one of them nudges you with its hoof until you turn and look.
Okay, she'll turn and look.
And you can see outside the bubble and a huge tendril of green energy is flowing off of it out into just that tombish area. And you can see like Velia trying to like hold it with like a prismatic wall. And they all look down at you again. Well, you have succeeded,
Rad.
but you have no corporal body, or it has been destroyed in your attempt. However, we are the Shadu. We always ensure that a good deed is always returned.
That's kind of cool.
We are cosmic agents of balance.
So
Finally,
can
one steps out. A feminine Shadu steps out, leans over you because you're sitting. Actually, you don't have to sit. You're pure energy and thought. You can be whatever you want.
I'm floating.
You're floating. It comes up to you and says, "Our failed savior. We would be remiss if we let your ever so short life come to an end in your misguided attempt to save us. We are forever welcome. We are forever in your debt. In order to pay this debt, we, the Shadu, grant you one wish. Use it wisely.
Like anything?
It is a wish." As Charity starts to contemplate the potential cataclysmic ramifications of her making an unlimited wish there, Echo,
Hello.
you feel weak, like you haven't eaten in months. And you lie in soft grass and slightly damp dirt, and it's almost too hard for you to move your limbs. And moving closer is a noise that at first you find disturbing, but the rhythmic beat of it, you're trying to discern whether it's your heart and you're dying or if it's something else. Make me a history check, please.
Sure. 6.
You're so weak and addled that while you hear it and you're pretty sure it's not the slow beating of your heart, you can't place it. And then you look up, your eyes gunked over and turning white, and you see something you weren't sure you would see again. You see home standing above you.
Go sort of rubs his eyes.
Which just takes a great deal of energy. I mean, you literally, like when you touch yourself, you can feel your skull. Your skull can feel the bones of your fingers. You realize there's nothing on you. You're barely skin and bones.
You think he'll try to move? Yeah, he would try to move. It's like, I'm very strong.
You try to get up and you just like,
You hit your mic button again, Ben.
kind of like when you watch like a foal try to walk for the first time and it can't figure itself out. Well, for you, it's that you have no muscle tone. You have nothing. You are barely there.
Echo, he'll paw around. Paw around for the backpack and see if he can open the backpack.
You're trying, but it's actually on your back, and you like literally are so weak you can't even pull it. And you hear this noise that you're somewhat familiar with, and it sounds like a hunting call.
Go sort of tries to look toward that direction. Is he facing the right direction to look at it, or does he have to try to flop himself over?
You would have to try
way?
to flop yourself over. Yeah, you can make me make me a strength check, a disadvantage.
Okay. 13.
You roll over and you're just flat on your back, and it hurts so much just to get that far. And you realize now just like how dry your mouth is. Like your tongue feels like a giant piece of sponge in your mouth.
Can he grab some grass, and eat it?
You can like you're munching on it, and a bunch of it's just falling out the side of your mouth, but you're getting a little bit of moisture.
Yeah. He's gonna munch on grass for a while. Move.
You're like laying there, and your breathing is so labored. And then your home like moves past you, and you're no longer in the shadow of it. And then another shadow comes over you. And you look up, and it looks down, and you see a bugbear that you recognize from your village. And it looks down and it goes, "You're in shit shape."
Yeah, it's bad.
This starts to holler out, and a hunting party rushes over carrying parts of kills, and they see you, and they get it together, and they get you back towards home, but you pass out on the way. You wake up a few hours later, and you feel a little more vigorous, and you have a little bit more to you. And the bugbear found you is like sitting beside your bed, your cot, and your parents are there.
What? Dad?
They're like rush over, and they're kind of doting on you.
Oh,
And the bugbear kind of ushers them away.
was so strong.
It looks down and says, "You
You
are."
would be so proud.
They are.
Hmm.
He looks down. He
You
looks
sit
you in
up.
your. He looks you in the eyes, and he pulls your eyes apart.
Ow!
And he looks and he goes, "Oh, it's not what I thought it was." So he takes his finger and he jams it in your mouth and presses down so you can look in your mouth. And then he
Bites
pours
his finger.
some. He like just shakes it. He's like just so intent on looking. Pours a little water in your mouth. Says to swallow, drink it slow.
Who drinks the water?
You also notice you're like fully wrapped up, like in a blanket. There's like none of you showing except for your head.
Oh, am I a mummy? My dad?
He looks around because your parents he's ushered them off to get some food for you. And he pulls down your blanket a little bit and runs his fingers over one of your marks. And he says, "You've gotten yourself in some bad business."
No, it was good business. It was so strong.
Well,
Went everywhere. Made friends. Everyone died.
you disappeared and you come back almost looking like a witherling. Do you think that's going to bode well for the tribe or for your parents or even for me for that matter? If
Oh,
you're
that part was bad.
if you're a demon and we've come back and clutched you to our chest like a lost one of our own.
A demon.
So, Echo, you're going to be quiet. You're going to wear clothing. And we're going to figure out what happened to you. Take you a while to heal, but you will heal. And then we can figure out whether you've been thrice damned or you're simply just ran into someone who had a odd fetish with barking.
Go keeps drinking the water.
Agree.
Go nuts.
You probably don't remember.
Tries to cross his fingers, but he probably can't.
Yeah. You're like, oh, my fingers are so
He's
weak.
like, ah.
But he musses your hair and he's, "My name is Baz.
Hi, Baz.
And I'm going to make you better."
I'm already pretty good, but okay.
He smiles and you notice like a bunch of his teeth after an incisor on one side of his mouth are all cracked or have been knocked out. He says, "You've been better and you will again."
Who hit
At
you?
that point, your mom and dad come in and they've got this amazing broth that is one of your mother's specialty. And she starts to spoon feed it to you.
Oh, Echo totally lets her do that.
So you have this very warm homecoming. But your parents seem very reticent to try to get Baz to leave. They seem almost kind of like, "Oh, I don't want to press too far with this person." So he stays. He stays in the room you're in and simply leans his chair against the door so no one can get in or out, kicks his feet up, pulls his floppy hat down over his eyes, and you can hear him just start to snore as you finally figure out how tired you are and you pass out. Amulet and Twig. There is literally a wave of hands coming at you. What are you doing?
Oh shit, run! And Twig will run back over the drawbridge.
Okay. You run and you're running back over the drawbridge. Amulet, what are you doing?
Did I see the button Twig push to lower the door?
It wasn't a button. You can see that there's like an internal latching mechanism.
Is there a way to try to hit it to see if it go back up while I'm running away?
What you can kind of put together is it's not a crank to raise or lower, because you can see where that got wrecked. There's skeleton parts everywhere. One of the chains is completely broken. This just was holding it in place.
Oh, there's nothing to do to try to block them.
No, and you can't, you're not sure how you would actually take the drawbridge off. So it's just down now.
Yeah.
Wait, were you asking about the secret door or the drawbridge?
The secret door that you lowered to get where the crawling hands are behind.
Yeah.
They were a
Sorry.
little ways down. They like sensed you and started to move. No, you don't see a mechanism to put that back down.
Okay.
You can make me a perception check, please.
That's a 19.
You can see a little bit down the curve because it looks weird because all of them are crawling over it. You can see a lever that you're assuming is what pulls that wall back up.
Oh, I hit that lever.
Tell me how you're going to hit that lever.
Logistically, do I know if I have to pull or push the lever, like in the direction I'm going? Can I hit it?
It's where the crawling claws are. You'd have to go. You'd either have to throw something or run in there and do it.
Oh boy. Is it? Can I use my mage hand?
Yeah, you know what? This is about the perfect time to use a mage hand. Yeah.
I'll use my mage hand to try to push it.
So
Because as a bonus action, I do get to shove with it.
So you reach out like you're Michael Ironside in Scanners, and you push the lever down, and the door comes up just as this wave of hands crashes up against it like a wave on the shoreline.
Did any get through?
No.
Okay.
But you can hear them on the other side.
Okay, we should probably still run.
They're scratching and digging into the metal. You can hear the sound of flesh sloughing off and the bones beneath clinking against the metal.
The Twig's already on the other side of the drawbridge waiting.
Quick left, I'm running after him.
So you run it. What's your next move? What are you guys doing?
Well, we could go back to the gap in the floor, right? And we could jump across, and there was that side thing that kept trying to get us go down last session. We could try that.
I wasn't trying. I was
Twig.
giving you your options.
True.
Right.
Twig.
Assholes. You also could continue to go up the stairwell.
Oh. That
Yeah.
wasn't part of the stairwell. Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, because Akko like jumped out to the side and like
You jerk offs.
There's
Don't
so
blame
much
me.
going on. I've lost the logistics of the whole thing. It's just so big that
Yeah, it's a giant robot that was run by skeletons.
I thought we were still on the stairwell. I thought it was just like another stop on the stairwell. Well, I don't know. Do you want to go up or down?
Let's keep going up.
Okay.
Up is where we want to go.
We're going to go up the stairs. I think right now we figured out Akko did not go through that door.
No. Where did it go?
There'd be more splats.
So you start to make your way up the stairs, and you hear this odd noise. And it sounds like sizzling.
In front? Behind?
It's above you. It's up the stairwell above you.
Do we see anything?
Yeah, you look up and there's a skeleton with a torch lighting other skeletons on fire, and they literally start diving off at you.
I hate this place.
So back to
This really sucks.
back to Charity. There's your name of the episode. I really hate this place.
I really hate this place.
Yeah. Hey, you literally almost died. So, Charity, you're floating in this energy, this souls, and they've just given you a wish. What do you want to do?
There's a guy by the name of Rakesh. I want to go where he is.
Then your wish shall be granted. There's a bright green light, and you wake up and you feel the soft, lush carpet that you've been on before. You're in Leona's private quarters, and you start to come to. You try to get up, and you still can't. And you look up, and Ragesh is moving chess pieces around the board. And he looks down at you and just smiles and just says, well, that wasn't very much work. I literally didn't even, I don't know how you got here, but you've just made this even easier for me.
Did I?
Oh. I don't have to go looking for you, and you can just see it all unfold. Right, Leona? And sitting across from him is Anon, and they shrink into the form of Leona. And with a very dead-eyed look, they look at you and say, yes, I'm so glad you're here, my best friend.
What did you do? What did you do? Where is she? And what did you do?
Leona's form just sits there staring at you. And Ragesh moves his piece over and knocks over the king and says, checkmate. And then turns and looks at you and just smiles. Back on Exandria.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
You wake up, Akko, and you wake up to this soft chanting and this feeling of fingers rubbing on your wounds with a salve. And when you try to do that, you feel this massive hand grab around your wrists gently and hold them. It's taken me all night, but you're not possessed. I've figured that much out.
Told you. Could just listen to Echo.
Also, this will help you not have to wear a sheet all the time. You look down, and where he's traced his fingers, there's a salve. And you can't see any of your wounds.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it's the least I can do.
Does it smell bad?
No, it smells like fruit. Like fruit that has not yet come to ripe. Like it's that right before it's ready to be plucked. It has this very fresh and clean smell to it.
This smells good. Echo runs a finger through it and tries to eat some of it.
He slaps your hands with his giant hand.
Hey,
No, 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 no. Show a
Mm.
little restraint.
Hungry.
Oh, he bangs on the door, and you think your mom was literally on the other side of the door. She comes rushing in, and he says, I think the boy can have some solids. I think we're good with that. And she looks down and she like pinches the floppy skin of where you should be chubbier. And she says, oh, I've made everything you like. And they bring
Oh
in just
boy.
plates of food. And you eat and they dote on you. And every time they start to ask you questions about where you've been, Baz just says, no. That's a conversation for another time. Let the boy eat, let the boy rest.
This
Finally, they again, he ushers them out. He sits across from you. He says, where have you been? And what have you been doing?
does Baz look like the weirdo from the well?
No. He looks
Okay.
like a bugbear. He looked like a
Okay.
bugbear.
I couldn't remember what the weirdo from the well was. So.
They like have their like no nose and like little
Oh, they
eyes
were
and
like
gray skin.
they were sort of yeah. Okay.
Kind of looked like the builders from Prometheus a little bit.
Sure. Okay. Echo says, I've been everywhere. Was king for a while. That went good.
You see he pulls out a book and he holds his hand out, and out of a bag on the floor, a quilled pen flies into his hand. He licks the pen, and there's a little streak of blood comes off his tongue. And he says, my boy, tell me everything.
Okay, but if you can like pen, Echo can have more self.
That's where we're going to end. So, we've got Twig and Amulet still trying to figure out how they're going to go up. Echo's home. Charity got just exactly what she wished for. So,
I guess.
Kinda.
Honestly, I was shocked that's what you wished for. So that's
Mhm.
pretty wild. Please go around the table. Let people know what you're up to, where they can find you, and who you be with.
All right. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie. You can also find me this Saturday, 7 p.m. Central, with Warrior and some of our other friends on this very channel, playing in Drakewind Falls.
I'm Shannon. You can find me on the socials at Tangled Adventurer. Follow me on TikTok for all sorts of weird craziness. And hopefully I'll have some more details on a couple other things very, very soon.
I'm Cassandra. You can't find me anywhere but here every 2 weeks. No plans for anything in the future, I don't think so. Yeah, come back 2 weeks.
Warrior, you can find me at WarriorMN on the socials. You can also find me on the FreeForge Discord. Just visit thefreeforge.com, and there's a Discord link there. In addition to Stay Alive every Wednesday at 7:30 Central, there is a charity event coming up in May. It just got announced today. So stay tuned for some fun announcements coming whenever they get announced. I'll let you know.
Ooh.
That's what I got.
I'm Ben. You can call me whatever you want. I don't really care anymore.
Benjamin.
I'm doing it. I'm calling you Big Papa.
Hey, Papa.
I'm calling you Maurice.
Ooh. All good options.
Great options. I am oh man, I'm having problems thinking of what I got going on. Thursday is Bad at Games. I think we might play some more Stone Shard. I'm sure I'll figure a way to die even more inventively than besides to a fire trap, just fire and bees.
Bees.
Fuck
Bees.
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 Then Sunday I have prep school. I don't know what I think I'm supposed to have a guest. I don't remember anymore. I've had a lot of like rescheduling. And then next Tuesday, Hatanime. So yeah, that's about all I got right now.
So remember, you're recording some more Star Wars this week, maybe?
Yeah, second episode of Star Wars. Is it this Friday?
It is.
It
No.
is.
Yeah, this Friday we'll do some more Scum and Villainy. Oh man, I did all my prep at prep school last weekend with the chat's help, and it is.
Excellent.
So yeah, if you're interested, prep school, come on down and join the chat because we have been crowdsourcing NPCs there. We're building them together, putting a document together, and it's been a lot of fun. We created one of my favorite creepy ass villains ever. Now doing that, and yeah, we were working on a bugbear at the end of last episode, who may or may not be a facsimile of who Akko was hanging with at the end of the episode. Other than that, just thanks to Casual Doug as always.
Other than that, everyone should go to the Tiny Ming merch place and go buy a shirt because that is just the cutest picture in the whole wide world. I was
Mhm.
trying to find the place and I can't remember where you guys have your stuff at.
It's on Redbubble.
Redbubble.
Dave Wheeler's Redbubble store.
Dave Wheeler. It's so cute.
Go
buy all the things.
Yeah. Other than that, thank you to Casual Doug, who's the casualist. Thank you to James, the beard, my heterosexual life mate. And
So,
thank you.
I
It's
mean-
true. It's true.
Wow, I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of debatable
I mean,
sometimes, but I mean, it is a love affair for the ages.
It's the PLP, the platonic life partner.
Yes. And then thank you to Shannon, Nate, Warrior, and Cassandra. You guys are amazing. So we look forward to seeing you all in 2 weeks, where it'll be another session of how the fuck do we get out of this? Bye.